What's up, YouTube? We are back with another video. Hopefully you made my live stream yesterday. If you did, you made probably lots of coin if you were listening to exactly what we were doing. If you weren't, that's on you. I can't do nothing about it. But we can move on to today, where we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about maybe investing, maybe not investing. We got to talk about team builders. We got to talk about the lazy filter. My goodness gracious. Let's just take a peek. The prices have drastically changed in just the last day. Look at this. We're looking at almost 8,000 for 80s. They went down quite a bit from last night. 81s, they were like 12K last night. Now they're already sitting at, roughly 10K. I mean, they're going down. That's the whole point. The biggest drops were probably in the 82, 83 market. 82s, went down a little bit, and we're looking at about 21.5. 83s, however, have really dropped. Last night they were going for like 48. Today they're around 36 to 37. I have them listed at 37 on my spreadsheet. And then when we go to 84s, I don't recommend flipping 84s right now. There's just not enough room there. 50K. And honestly, like even doing sets with the 84s is probably pretty tough. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on it, but I definitely wouldn't advise it. 85s, you're looking at 100,000. Not investable. It's just not investable right now. I mean, that's at the end of the day. Next week we have our overall increase, so 85s really aren't going to be the targeted number anymore. It's going to be 86s. And so, do we want to get 86s? Not right now. The prices are just too high. I mean, let's go take a peek at them. We need the 86s to be down where the 85s are in order for it to be investable. I mean, you're looking at 109. So that's not investable. It's just not. And so I don't recommend anybody to do that. Could you flip them? Yeah, maybe, but then you're buying them. I mean, I'm looking at about 85K is probably where I'd want to start buying 86s at. Right now, that's just really hard and so on. So it's just not reasonable. Like flipping right now, you could definitely do, especially 85s, guys. I think 85s right now, but here's what I worry about, and it kind of happened last night too. Overnight anyways, from when I was selling them for 98K. And you guys were on the stream. If you weren't on the stream, go back and look. But they were selling for 98K. The next morning, I wake up and I go to check the market, and they're selling for 86K. Well, now look at them. They're 105K. So at some point, they are going to drop tonight. It's just when. And when they drop, they're going to drop hard. And so this is why I like flipping, because it goes on an hour-to-hour basis. You might, if you buy 20 in that hour and you sell 15 and you don't sell 5, well, you didn't lose a ton of coin, even though they're probably going to drop down to about 86, 87, 80, 90K or something like that. Legend 85s. The Legend this weekend don't look great. I definitely don't know. I have 5, and I'll tell you why I have 5. I'm going to make Rich Gannon. That's why. Should I do that? Probably not. I probably should be selling them for 105, 106, whatever. But at 51 million coins, do I really care? I mean, let's be honest. I'm trying to get you guys to make coins to get up to where you don't have to care. And so on and so forth. So let's go to team builders. First thing we want to look at is team builder set building right now. 383s, 181. You can see the prices are pretty good. There's a few guys. I'll show you one. Hopefully he is still high. But Trey Tucker, 138. I think you could buy 83s for about 33K and then buy your 81 for, less than 10K. And that's 100K to make him. Sell him for 130. Take your 17K profit and so on. But again, you're having to sell the card and so on. So you got that. You also have, I think there's more cards in here that we definitely need to take a peek at. One, I want to say, there he is right there. Walker Little. You can see right here, left guard. I mean, this is when you're doing that set, this is what you're looking at. You're looking for specific cards now to try to get up. Like there's Walker Little. Like I said, Rasheed Walker's also another guy for whatever reason that sells for a lot. Maybe a lot of Packer fans out there. I don't know. But this is something you guys definitely need to be aware of. I think team builder building right now is probably real good. It's going to take a little bit of time maybe to get the 83s. Look at this. Look at the right tackles right here. I mean, I know a lot of people are now Steelers because of Jalen Ramsey. And I mean, honestly, Steelers, they don't have a bad theme team by any means. But the Jaguars theme team is just ridiculous. So we're looking at any of that stuff, which reminds me, I wonder how much Travis Hunter and stuff are too. Let's check. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that, because we are looking at about 50K for those cards, so 250K or so maybe for that. But I mean, you can see team builders are definitely something you should be looking at. Let's go into game time here. Game time, we're going to look at 84, 85s. You can see you can buy them pretty easily for 50K. It will take 2 of these and 3 regular ones, but I think all of them you can get for 50K. Pretty simple. You probably can get them for 45K or less. And let's go take a peek at just tight end and the other position, corner. So just tight end, Evan Walker. Obviously, you can see right here, or Evan Ingram, sorry. Evan Ingram going for 256. So he's not a profit right now. You'd have to make for about 200K for me to be okay with it, especially if I'm going to invest, if I'm going to take and buy so many cards for that. And then you got Travis Hunter going for 264 again. Probably looking at, 41, 42K for each one of the pieces to build him. And so you're looking at about 210. In order for me to do sets, I'm looking for 20K, 25K profit, because there's a risk. There's definitely a risk to this. But Travis Hunter's the best. I mean, he's pretty dang good in this game, especially if you're Jaguars theme team. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what you kind of got to look for. But I think what I'm going to do for the next hour after this video is over, and you might see the video on how many snipes I get, but I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start doing the 84, 85 filter. I think that's kind of my plan for the night. We're going to go ahead and see how many cards we can get. We're looking at about 100, and I mean, look at this, 110. That's ridiculous. I don't know what people are doing, and so on. So let's see if we can get one really fast here. It shouldn't take too long. At 110, I mean, we're talking, right there, we'll just take this guy right there. Well, I guess not. There's other people doing this too, and I love it. I'll be honest with you. It's you might think I might get frustrated with it, but I actually enjoy it because I know a lot of people are doing a lot of what I've done over the last few years. It wouldn't be, if I didn't try to go out there and try to help as many people as I do, try to make coins and not spend money, you're going to have competition. You're just going to have competition. But that's what it's about, and so on. So I think this is all I'm going to do here for the next hour, and we're going to see what we get. And, hopefully we get a few. There's 44K. I mean, like I said, I think you could buy them for 44K. You can make those guys, and 44K is still too much. I'll be honest, I'd really want them a little bit less. If I'm going to do the set anyways. If I'm going to flip them, I'm looking for 42K, and so on. So 90K right here. We'll take this one. Right there, that's about a 10K. If it's going to sell for 110, we're looking at, and it's about 10K. 10K profit. I mean, is that a lot? No. But over the course of an hour, when you can fill up your auction house, if you can fill up your auction house with 20 items, well, that's 200K in an hour. And that's simple. Look at how easy this stuff is. Do make sure that you do look at ascending. Once you get a snipe, for whatever reason, it does pop up a lot to ascending. I also might do an hour worth of, just sitting on there, and this is only going to be a 45K snipe, but that's okay. 4,500, sorry. 4,500 coin snipe, but you know what? That's better than nothing. 50K, I probably should actually just keep that for the set. But you know what? It's okay. It all adds, basically it all equals out. If I get 5 of those for 40K and make it, that's 200K. Well, I got my 25K to 30K profit that I'm looking for. So it all evens itself out. Like I said, it's all pretty much the same. I just don't have necessarily the huge risk with flipping and stuff like that, or the huge risk with making this set. So guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a little bit more of a direction on what to do today, tomorrow, and so on. And yeah, we'll be back soon with the next video.